What's going on, guys? This is Matthew Davis and welcome to Winners Only. So today I'm just about to go into the gym. As you can see, it's teaming down, so I decided to make this video. But what I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be answering a question that was given to me by one of my subscribers. That question was, Matthew, I'm brand new to the gym. I want to get jacked, I want to get big, but I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. What should I do? So the first thing you should do is you should follow these 3 steps. And if you see anyone you've ever seen in the gym who's looking big, maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger, whoever it may be, maybe you've seen them on the internet, they all follow these 3 steps, okay? So these are absolute musts if you want to get in the best shape, okay? So, first step. Step number 1 is you've got to train very often, okay? Why is this important? Basically, what you need to create in order to stimulate muscle building, you need to create a need for it, okay? And the way you create a need for it is through 3 things. This is mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and muscle damage, okay? And also, this is what you call a catabolic effect, okay? And without going too detailed into it, catabolism means breakdown, anabolism means build up, okay, or recover, okay. So the catabolic effects that you're putting on the body, the catabolic strain, creates an environment where the body needs to promote a more anabolic outcome or anabolic effect, which in turn, with a few other tricks, is going to stimulate muscle growth, okay. So alongside this, whilst your body's in that anabolic effect, you need to ensure that the muscle groups in question that you've recently worked get between 48 to 72 hours rest. Now, why are we training so often then? The reason being is because we work in what are known as muscular training splits, okay? So a split that I would definitely recommend, and one in my new book, which I'll be mentioning later on, is a push-pull legs split, okay? And with this push-pull leg split, what you'll do is you'll work on a push-based session, you'll work your chest, you'll work your shoulders, and you'll work your triceps. On a pull-based session, you're going to work your lats, you're going to work your rhomboids, and you're going to work your biceps, posterior delts, and traps, and things like that. On a leg session, you're going to work obviously your legs, your quads, your hammies, your glutes, your adductors, abductors, and your calves, tib anterior, things like this. And basically, by doing this split, each muscle group gets hit twice per week, but they also get at least 2 days rest per week as well. So it creates the perfect stimulus. It creates that perfect cycle of catabolic, anabolic. Each muscle group gets its own time to recover, enough time to recover, but we're still giving them enough of a catabolic effect or strain to really optimally grow throughout that time. So my advice is train between at least 4 to 6 times per week. My advice, honestly, I always recommend my clients train 6 times per week. This is, if you're brand new, you're going to see big gains in muscle from this, I can guarantee it. So anyway, that's that left behind now. So we got step 1, train often, train at least 6 times per week, and in my opinion, stick with the push-pull legs. Step 2 is you've got to eat in a caloric surplus. Now, how do you eat in a caloric surplus? What is a caloric surplus? What are calories? A caloric surplus is where you know what? Let me go back. In order to create a caloric surplus, you need to be eating more than your body needs, the amount of calories your body needs to maintain. And write this down. Your body functions and remains in the same weight as it is, or the same size you are, by consuming the maintenance calories. So the first step to creating a caloric surplus is you need to know your maintenance calories. Now, how do you do that? By understanding your maintenance calories, what you'll do is you'll weigh yourself first thing on a Monday morning. Make sure you go to the toilet. This means a number 1 and a number 2. Drink no water. Don't even brush your teeth. Just empty stomach. Go to the toilet. Weigh yourself. Yeah? Now you know your weight then. Maybe it's 70 kilograms or whatever it may be. Then you're going to go on MyFitnessPal. You're going to log the calories and the food that you consume. Now, it's important here that you don't gorge and that you don't undereat. Yeah, just eat as you normally would. Log it. This is an experiment to find out where your maintenance calories are. And then what you're going to do is over them 7 days, you're going to log your weight again on that following Monday. And the difference in your weight is what is going to, and divided by the amount of calories you've consumed, is what is going to give you the maintenance calories that you need to consume. I'll leave a calculation below. Do you know what? Actually, I'll leave it in the laws book. I've got it already there for you, so you can just look at it there. That link will be in the bio, by the way, in the description. Sorry. Now, once you've got your maintenance calories, what you want to do is, in order to build mass, is you want to look at having between 200 to 500 calories in over your maintenance, okay? And what this is going to do is it's going to be more of a lean bulking phase. So you're going to build mass. It'll be a little bit slower than some people might say is ideal, but you're not going to put any fat on. And the important thing of this is there's something called insulin that we consume that is the most anabolic hormone in the body. And if you can manipulate that, again, this is in my laws book, so you can get hold of that in a minute, you will see tremendous. It's literally like steroids. It's unbelievable. And it's all from carbohydrates. Them things that people tell you to stay away from. Okay? So first thing you want your maintenance. So step 2, eating a caloric surplus. The way you do that is you'll find your maintenance calories, calculate your maintenance calories, and then from there, you will add a 200 calorie to a 500 calorie surplus. Okay? And the next one, most important one, what most of you don't do, is get enough sleep. Yeah? Get enough sleep. It's the most important thing. Yeah? You're always here 8 hours of sleep a night. What you really need, is you need 2 hours of REM sleep. What is REM sleep? REM is the deepest form of sleep that your body can go through. Okay? Now, why is REM sleep so important and why is it so effective? REM sleep is so important and so effective because, remember we were talking about anabolic and catabolic before? When you're in a deep state of sleep, your body is in its most anabolic state. Okay? In the most anabolic state it can possibly be in. So why, again, is this important? All the work you've done, all that caloric surplus that you've created, it's getting built on whilst you're asleep. All those hormones, testosterone, growth hormone, insulin like growth factor, what's the other one? Luteinizing hormone, aldosterone. All these different hormones are pumping in your body. And the thing is, if you're young and you're watching this, or even if you're older and you're watching this, all these bodybuilders that you're looking at outside and they look massive and they look jacked and all this sort of stuff, they inject this into their body. You're getting it from sleep. They do too. But what you'll probably find with all these people who do take steroids, a lot of them don't sleep too well. You know? But they still get jacked because they got that hormone in the body. Yeah? We're doing it in a holistic way. And by utilising these habits, you will definitely see the biggest changes in your physique. Now look, guys, I want to go a little bit deeper onto sleep just before I finish. With sleep, ideally, I recommend you go to sleep about 10 p.m. and wake up about 6 a.m. Yeah, and in doing so, what you're gonna do is you're getting your 8 hours of sleep. And the reason why people recommend 8 hours of sleep is because usually within that 8 hour block you'll get your 2 hours of REM sleep. But that is what you call monophasic sleep. There's different types of sleep, habits and patterns that you can follow. There's monophasic sleep. There's what is it? Biphasic sleep, which is two sleep patterns, yeah, and then polyphasic sleep, which is more than two sleep, basically a few sleep patterns. Now, biphasic sleep is something that I would recommend mainly for most people's lifestyle, unless you're like a high-level CEO and you're literally like just running on empty most days and you're probably not as organised as you'd like to be. But I'm going to just talk about biphasic sleep now. If you want to talk about polyphasic, you can talk about that a little bit later on. So biphasic sleep is where you'll have one main sleep cycle, and then you'll have a smaller one, so like a little nap at some point in the day. So again, with this, what I do is I'll go to bed 10 p.m, I'll wake up about 5 a.m, and then I'll have a half an hour to a 40-minute nap at some point in the day, usually around midday or early afternoon. And what this does is, it allows me to get that maximum REM sleep, but it keeps me energized throughout the day, the whole day. Okay? You know, sometimes when you're in work, and if you've been up early, you get a bit of a lag. This addresses that. Yeah, so that's one that I recommend. And if you look at any of the blue zone countries are countries where or areas where the population live to over 90 or 100, I think it is. This is one habit that many of them follow. Okay, so look up biphasic sleep if that's something that you really struggle with. Also, with regards to your sleep, get away from the phones, man. If you're looking at this before bed, get off it. Look at me later, yeah. So guys, look, 3 steps if you're a beginner, and if you're a veteran and you've went in a bit of a funk, these are the 3 fundamental habits that you should be following to really get in and stay in your best shape, and to build muscle as well, especially. This is train very often. I recommend 4 to 6 times a week. Eat in a caloric surplus, 2 to 500 calories over your maintenance. And the step 3, get at least 2 hours of REM sleep a night, whether that's monophasic with an 8-hour sleep cycle, or biphasic with a usually 6.5 to 7 hour sleep cycle, followed by a 30-minute to 1 hour sleep cycle. And you can go polyphasic, but we won't go into that today. It's a bit too complicated for you. And then from there, guys, look, the most important part is consistency. You've got to develop the habit, okay? This is a little bonus. You've got to develop the habit. If you don't develop the habit, you are never going to grow. You're never going to stay there, yeah? Give yourself a 6-month challenge, a 100-day challenge, 30-day challenge, 3-week challenge. It takes 3 weeks to create a habit, yeah? It takes 3 weeks. Now look, guys, I believe in you. I love you to bits. I want to thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed these tips and you want more of them, I've recently written a book called The 38 Laws of Strength and Power. And it's full of principles like this that you can follow, that are very practical, very simple, and very self-explanatory. Things that you'll be in awe of from the results. I've been a coach now for over 15 years. I've trained people from all over the world, all walks of life, all abilities. Every single one of them have been able to get results through these principles. So I cannot vouch for it enough. This is all honestly, it's some of the most valuable stuff you'll see on the internet. Yeah? All you have to do is the link in the description. It is www.winnersonlyfitness.com/laws. That's www.winnersonlyfitness.com/laws. Get the book. It's free. Listen, go on Amazon, have a little look for yourself. People have been buying it. I'm selling it for £10. I'm giving it away now for free, just because I want to help people. Okay? So all you have to do is click that link, and it's all there for you. Okay? I want to thank you very much for listening. This is Matthew Davis of Winners Only Fitness, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. See you in a bit.